What is going on, Diablo 2 fans? Dabrunsky here, and I am back today with another installment from the Human Bot Project series. This time we are farming Travincal 1000 times, but we switched things up a little bit, doing it with a melee focused character, and that is the Travincal Zealot. So we dropped a lot of GG stuff along the way. I mean, high runes, unique jewelry, rare unique items that are very valuable, and a lot of nice skillers. So it was an awesome Human Bot Project series, and we're going to recap the loot. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. That being said, let's jump in. So before I recap the loot from this 1000 Trav run video, I just want to spend a little bit of time covering some of the frequently asked questions that I am typically asked during these 1000 run series videos. First up is, what player's difficulty setting did I farm Trav on? And the answer is players 3. Really, it's just the optimal player's difficulty setting for high rune drops. It is true that the high rune drops are marginally better on players 5 or 7, but it's not worth the extra clear speed, so we just went players 3. Second question, how much percent MF did I run on my Zealot? And I ran just under 200 MF. I ran kind of a hybrid setup with Enigma, War Travelers, and a Geed's Grand Charm, and that's how I sourced my MF for this particular Human Bot project. Third question, why the Travincal Zealot specifically? And really, he's just an amazing character to farm Trav with. His great survivability, fast clear speed, and I can stack a decent amount of MF. And I also just wanted to spend a little bit of time with some melee gameplay, because I do grind a lot of my Holy Grail on caster characters, so melee just kept everything fresh. And the fourth and final question, why Travincal specifically? Trav is just a hotspot for high runes, facets, unique jewelry, and it's just a lot of fun too. I mean, I like to break things up. I mean, you could do 10,000 pit runs to get all your crazy items, but Travincal is just there for variety, and again, a great source of high runes, facets, and jewelry. So that basically covers all of the frequently asked questions. So now we'll dive into recapping the loot from these 1000 Travincal runs. The Council at Travincal drops the first noteworthy rune 14 runs into this project, and it's a Mal rune. Nothing too crazy, but I always look at a Mal rune as half an Istran, so it's a decent first drop. Followed by a really nice melee Grand Charm on run 40. It rolled 12 to faster hit recovery, 7 to max damage, and 71 to attack rating. This is a really nice Grand Charm for a character like the Fury Druid that really benefits from achieving high faster hit recovery breakpoints. The really first GG item drops from the Council on run 76. It's a skiller for the Necromancer. It rolled 1 to poison and bone skills with 27 to life. This is an awesome Grand Charm to complement my pit running poison necro. Followed by a trollish drop 24 runs later, a triple durability rare spiderweb sash. This means that the game originally intended for this item to roll as Arachnid's Mesh, but because the Council doesn't have the correct monster level for the drop, the game reverts the roll as a rare spiderweb sash with triple the durability that it typically has. On Travincal run 110, the Council drops what I would consider to be an almost perfect pair of Goldfine boots for the Blizzard Sorceress. It rolled 10 FHR with 39 to lightning resistance, 32 to fire resistance, and 76% extra gold find. Really nice stats that will perfectly complement a Blizzard gold finding sorceress build. An amazing armor drops just 40 runs later. It's an ethereal Templar coat, which is the Guardian Angel body armor. This armor rolled 196% enhanced defense, which is 4% off of perfect. Ironically, this is the exact same body armor that I am currently using on my mercenary so that he can survive the Council's Hydras. The Council has dropped a lot of jewelry so far during this Human Bot project, but the first amulet worth mentioning drops on run 211. It rolled Seraph's Hymn with very nice stats across the board. Seraph's is an interesting amulet, but it just can't compete with the Deadly Strike and IES that you find on High Lord's amulet. A useful skiller drops the very next run. It rolled a plain 1 to cold skills for the Sorceress. A nice Grand Charm to increase overall damage, but additional plus life or faster hit recovery would be preferable. I go through a bit of a dry spell over the next 200 or so Travincal runs, but the council drops a troll skiller for me on run 422. It's a 1 to Barbarian Masteries, 12 to Faster Hit Recovery skiller. A practically useless Barbarian skill that rolled with a useful Faster Hit Recovery mod. The high rune drops start rolling in about halfway through this human bot project. The council generously drops me a low rune on run 542. One of the most useful high runes in my opinion that can be used to make the rune word Fortitude or Grief. A really cool yet very niche unique item drops 34 runs later. It's a unique Dust Shroud, which is Ormus Robes. It rolled 15% to fire damage and +3 to fireball. The ultimate body armor for making a max damage fireball sorceress, but it's also very limited for general magic finding purposes. A nice little small charm dropped from Travincal on run number 617. It's a plain 7% MF small charm. Nothing super fancy, but 7% MF small charms are a staple on players' one magic finding build, so this is definitely a very useful drop. Another Ormus Robes drops from the Trav Council almost 200 runs later. A +3 to Blizzard Ormus would have been an amazing find to complement the +3 to Fireball Ormus Robes, but sadly this armor rolled 3 to Energy Shield. Really a pre-buff armor at best if you're using an Energy Shield build. Another nice small charm drops off of Trav on run 795. It's a plain 5 to all resistances small charm. A nice usable small charm no doubt, but additional mods like plus life would have made this small charm much more valuable. Another noteworthy skiller from the Trav Council 20 runs later. A Poison and Bone skiller for the Necro with 22% extra gold find. A nice skiller if you want to make a niche character like a gold find Necro. My Trav Zealot gets an item upgrade on run 842. A unique pair of battle boots drops, which are War Travelers. These Travs rolled 48% to MF, which is an upgrade from the pair of 42% MF boots that my Zealot is currently wearing. However, the hunt for a perfect pair of 50% MF War Travelers continues. Another really big high rune drop from the Trav Council on run 925. This time the council drops me a Burr rune. This is an awesome drop and probably the best drop so far in my opinion. I think I will use this Burr to finally craft the rune word Chains of Honor. A really nice small charm drops 18 runs later. It rolled 7% to magic find with +4% to fire resistance. The fire res could roll up to a maximum of 11, so this is far from a perfect roll, but it's still a very valuable MF small charm. The last noteworthy drop from the council is a mid rune on run 952. It's a Gull rune. Not necessarily the most useful mid rune, but I always look at this rune as half a Vex to craft the rune word Heart of the Oak. The last thing that I want to cover, guys, before we wrap up this video is all of the potential but failed unique jewelry drops, because I did mention in the beginning of the video that Trav is an awesome place to grind for jewelry, facets, and high runes, and so I just wanted to show you guys, while yes, I did only drop one Seraph's Hymn, which is really the only noteworthy piece of unique jewelry, I did drop a total of 13 unique rings and 8 unique amulets, so like Mahimok Curio, Nokazan, there's the one Seraph's, and then one Saracen's Chance, another Mahimok Curio, and then for rings, it was just a whole whack load of Menalds, one Nature's Piece, which I didn't even bother showing because I don't think it's that crazy of a ring. Again, more Nagels, Dwarf Star. Like I didn't get anything, like no Ravenfrost, no SOJ, no BK rings, so nothing too exciting, but I did just want to show you guys that I dropped a lot of unique jewelry. And I mean, each one of these amulets or rings could have had the potential to roll Metal Grid, or again, SOJ or whatever, but we just weren't lucky at all, unfortunately. Well guys, there you have it. That wraps up 1,000 Travincal runs with the Zealot. Really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I mean, to be honest, I was ecstatic with the loot. Low Rune, Burr Rune, the Eth Guardian Angel, some really nice skillers. I mean, the Poison and Bone skiller with plus life was just a really nice find. So I honestly think these runs were worth it. I was kind of a little bit disappointed in the fact that we didn't drop a single facet. I mean, I was really hoping to get something like a 5/5 cold or 5/5 light that would have really topped off this human bot project episode. But yeah, guys, let me know in the comment section below what your favorite drop was. And if you could throw a like on this video, share it, and even consider subscribing if you're new to my Diablo 2 channel. I post new weekly content and stream on a consistent basis, so there's always new stuff to look forward to, and your support with this sub would mean a lot. And I also just want to personally thank everybody who is a member of the Big D Gang that is hitting the join button beside the subscribe button below and contributing a monthly pledge. You guys are helping me pursue the goal of potentially a full-time career as a YouTuber, so I just can't thank you guys enough for the support. It really does mean a lot. Other than that, guys, I hope you have a fan-frickin-tastic day, and I'll see you on my next Diablo 2 video or live stream. Peace out.